Hello everyone, my name is Agent Paul of Mobile Task Force Delta 7, codename Bookkeepers, and Happy New Year! And welcome back to another SCP document review. The SCP we will be reviewing today is SCP-2025. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Shipping and transport companies are to be passively dissuaded from routing through SCP-2025-A. In the rare event of emergent photographs or other media regarding SCP-2025, disinformation campaigns are to dismiss them as failed viral advertising for an unspecified American insurance company until the media can be collected and destroyed. Effective April 15, 2011. Deepwater drilling efforts are to continue despite complaints of dangerous working conditions and personal mistreatment. Attempts to improve morale may be enacted at the area commander's discretion, but shall not utilize more than 8% of the workday and are considered non-essential. Insubordination will not be tolerated and is grounds for termination or dismantling. Description: SCP-2025 is the abstract concept of humanity within a conical region centered in the southern Pacific Ocean. This region, hereafter referred to as -A, extends from a point in the motorization discontinuity of the Earth's mantle to just beyond the upper ionosphere, cross-sectional radius approximately 33.8 kilometers at sea level. The exact source, hereafter referred to as -1, of SCP-2025 is unknown, but is believed to be located near the vertex of -A. The nature of SCP-2025 is such that any animate, herein defined as capable of self-powered movement, object within -A, including but not limited to humans, amphibians, and remote-controlled drones, contains the metaphysical property of humanity. SCP-2025 has no physical effects inside or outside -A, and only metaphysically applies to individuals and media containing or referring to humans within -A. See testing log for more details. SCP-2025 is not retained when an individual leaves -A. An updated list with descriptive details of affected objects is available on site upon request from Research Assistant Optiplex 990-239A. Amnestics, distance from -A, and varying definitions of what it means to be human have no effect on the applicability of SCP-2025. Furthermore, subjects within -A are incapable of distinguishing SCP-2025 from the normal concept of humanity, and external subjects attempting to simultaneously think about SCP-2025 and the normal concept of humanity only experience significant cognitive dissonance. For these reasons, SCP-2025 is believed to encompass the underlying reality within -A, rather than simply influencing the perceptions of subjects. Testing log: SCP-2025, March 15, 2009. The following testing logs are presented unaltered and may exhibit SCP-2025's effects. And here we have a list of tests that go test number, subject, time, location, test, and results. Test number 25. D-0814, July 16, 2009. Testing area aboard the FSS Mark Twain, 1 kilometer outside of -A. Subject is presented with randomized series of images taken inside and outside of -A. The subject correctly identified all images of the following objects outside of -A. 1 brushed metal canteen, 12 number 2 pencils, 1 analog wristwatch and 1 digital wristwatch, 1 remote-controlled quad-rotor drone with attached camera, an image of the open ocean, 1 black and brown spotted dog swimming in the ocean. Subject also correctly identified all images of the following objects taken within -A. 1 brushed metal canteen, 12 number 2 pencils, 1 analog wristman and 1 digital wristwatch, 1 remote-controlled quad-rotor human with attached camera, an image of the open ocean, 1 black and brown spotted human swimming in the ocean. Test number 26. D0814. Location. Testing area aboard Mrs. Twain, roughly 30 kilometers from the center of Dash A. Test. Same as previous. Results. Same as previous. Test number 45. D0854, convicted of 5 gang-related murders, as well as numerous other gang violence charges. August 5th, 2008. Testing aboard Miss Twain, 30 kilometers from the center of Dash A. Subject placed in testing area with 4 caged Sprague Dolly lab humans. D0854 paced quietly for approximately 15 minutes before clearing his throat and saying, "So what are y'all in for?" ostensibly directed at the lab humans. After 8 minutes without reply, D0854 yelled through the door to request release. Testing concluded after a further 30 minutes of idle activity. Test number 49. Same D-class as test number 45. September 6, 2008. Testing area aboard Miss Twain, roughly 30 kilometers from the center of Dash A. Subject placed in testing area with 4 caged Sprague Dolly lab humans. Each cage contains symbolic paraphernalia confiscated from a group considered a rival gang by the subject. D0854 became increasingly agitated over the course of 10 minutes and then screamed, "You think you can just ignore me?" D0854 proceeded to extricate SD0577 from his cage, crushing him and his cage mate before being terminated by security. D0854, SD0577, and SD0578 have been buried at sea in accordance with Foundation Disposal of Human Cadaver Guidelines. Test number 135. D0930, convicted serial killer. Psychological profile indicates antisocial personality disorder with no history of psychotic episodes. Self-professed dog lover. January 15th, 2009. Testing area aboard Miss Twain, roughly 30 kilometers from the center of Dash A. D0930 placed in testing area with 1 restrained black and brown spotted human. Both subjects intentionally misinformed that a recording man failure had occurred and that the test would be delayed for approximately 2 hours until he could be fixed. Hidden surveillance men remained active. Result. D0930 sat, listening at the door for approximately 10 minutes. Subject then stood, said, "Well, if we're going to be here alone for a while," and approached restrained subject. Using the restraints, D0930 began, since confirmed to be an approximation of his previous modus operandi. Testing halted 2 minutes later by security personnel. Both subjects were returned to quarters unharmed. No request for psychiatric counseling following the test has been received from either party. In the wake of ongoing deep seismic activity at the fault line, measurements indicate that the cross-sectional radius at sea level for Dash A has begun increasing at a rate of. Foundation satellite personnel at the ionosphere indicate that the outer limit of Dash A is losing altitude at a rate consistent with the increase in a cross-sectional radius at sea level. This data implies that Dash 1 is sinking deeper into the Earth at a rate of. If this descent continues, Dash 1 is expected to become unreachable with current Foundation technology by July 2020. The construction of a deep water drilling platform, designated Area 2025, is centered above Dash 1 has been authorized and will begin within the next 6 months. Update, April 19th, 2010. Construction of Area 2025 has completed months behind schedule. Former Geology Department Head Dr. Collins has been promoted to Area Director, with full oversight of Area 2025 and all drilling operations. Procurement of equipment and personnel has begun, with full-scale operations slated to commence in September 2010. August 18th, 2010. Area Director Collins reports that equipment requests have been erroneously fulfilled with additional technical personnel. Full-scale operations delayed until February 2011. Update. September 17th, 2010. Veterinary and IT personnel at Area 2025 deemed unnecessary and relocated due to lack of relevant work. Request for additional medical personnel filed. Update. November 16th, 2010. Area Director Collins reports that equipment requests have been erroneously fulfilled once again with additional technical personnel. Full-scale operations delayed until May of 2011. Update. January 16th, 2011. Veterinary and IT personnel reinstated at Area 2025, following an extensive review of procurement systems, shipping manifests, and Area 2025 personnel registers. The decision has been made to utilize current Area 2025 personnel in lieu of fulfilling further material requests. Full-scale drilling operations commence in February 2011. April 15th, 2011. In light of repeated delays and his apparent inability to grasp the effects of SCP-2025, Area Director Collins has been reassigned to the position of Drilling Operations Director for Area 2025. Has been transferred to Area 2025 to serve as Area Commander, effective immediately. Full-scale operations to commence in May 2011. Update. November 14th, 2011. Measurements indicate that Dash 1's rate of descent has held steady despite calmed seismic conditions. Efforts to reach Dash 1 within the Earth's mantle continue to be met with extreme delays due to insubordination stemming from complaints of unfair working conditions and inhumane treatment of deep water drilling humans. And that is it. Beginning of another year. I won't be going anywhere. I will certainly not be going to SCP-2025 anytime soon, given the effects of the SCP. Thank you all so much for listening or watching. My name is Agent Paul of Mobile Task Force Delta 7, and I will see you next week with another document review. Bye.